October 13, 3:02 p.m. Wright and Co. Law Offices. You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Light got arrested again for murder.
Well, yeah, for murder. Poor guy. Well, supposedly, Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred.
No way, Jose! I don't buy it! But the one who proved that Mr. Light was there was Mr. Nick himself, at least from what I can understand. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick.
Well, how about we get started looking into the KB security murder?
I think I'm going to head back to Crane Village for a little while, if that's alright.
No, it's not. You have to run like 3 hours or, no, all night for that one.
Sure, but why? I'm going to bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it. That is...
What? Why? No! Bad Pearl.
Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with... No, Mr. Meyer, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness.
Pearl's is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. No, I don't want to give it to Pearls. My sacred urn.
Now remember, no fighting, okay?
So keep her fed. Got it.
More or less.
She's gone.
Okay, Nick. Time to get going on this murder investigation. At least Maya's ready for it, you know? Then again, Maya's always ready for these kind of things when I think about it.
She is. You must be relieved we got the sacred urn back, huh?
You bet. But there's something a little different about it. You don't say. Don't, at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn in the poster.
Uh-huh.
But the urn we got back says Army, like it always used to.
Oh, yeah. You're right. I wonder how that happened.
Plus, the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before.
Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, how many backstories do I need?
Yeah, I know. It seems like we have to do this every game, don't we?
But this is even worse than most. Most of them, it's like maybe 5 minutes in total. This is like, hey, you remember this thing from prior? Well, guess what? I'm going to tell you about it.
Whether you like it or not.
And we'll do that for like every character you meet. Larry Butts makes sense. We didn't really see him much in the second game, if at all.
I don't think we saw him in the second game at all.
So it's been a while with him, but this Pearl thing, well, she accidentally turned Mystic Ami's name into I Am. And that repair was one mechanically unskilled little Pearls.
Aw.
But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it.
Is it possible that urn is a fake?
I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Crane Village.
Yeah, I suppose.
Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Crane Village in a long time. It's 2 hours away by train. Just go.
Yeah, like it's not that far.
I just thought this was a control thing. Screw it. So what to do? So what do we do now?
Is it obvious we should get out there and investigate the murder?
Yeah, but I'm not in the mood for murder, so what else? Well, first, we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located.
Hey, why don't we ask Mr. Light? She should know. Besides, I want to ask some stuff about motorcycles.
Oh no. Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you?
I am not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy.
Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own for Miss Delight. Like, or Mr. Delight. Like, why did his wife break into Detective Atme's office?
Yeah, I'm wondering that too. Okay, well, let's make sure to get to the detention center. Go to the detention center too.
I'll do something else though. So, I guess people still go to Crane Village to do their training, right?
Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training.
So why haven't you been training lately, Maya?
Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that.
Channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is.
If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen.
Is what happened last year still bothering you? Oh my god, another backstory! That murder in her village, it happened because the power of channeling was misused. I am so sick and tired of these backstories. Seriously. Here's my backstory for it. A French chick murdered her old boss because he caused her to get into a crash which killed her sister. And Morgan Fay, Pearl's mother, wanted Maya framed and or murdered. I'm not positive on which whatever. So Pearl gets the family line, but I do agree Pearl is better suited to be the next master.
Top tier right there.
Ugh, I hate all these things. Yes, I just explained this.
When a medium
there
uses the Korean technique, she temporarily loses her own will.
So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, The spirit medium has no memory of what happened, but apparently they get all the blame.
Yeah, apparently.
Bang! The dude was shot. Ah, that murder. It wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? You didn't even lose control of a spirit.
Yeah, it was fake. I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all.
Sounds like being the master of Karain is going to be a heavy responsibility.
Okay, at least it wasn't that long.
Yeah.
It was not that long of a
No,
thing.
I'm actually getting really sick of these things. I'm sick of all of the backstories.
October 13th, Mask Starty Masks Hideout. Oh, Nicky boy, Maya.
She does not look happy. Miss Delight?
All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie.
Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case. No, I mean, it helped his case.
Technically.
There's just a new case.
Yeah. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly.
All right. I'll poke around and see what I can find out.
Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. You asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore.
I had no idea Miss Delay had such a vulnerable side.
Well, we have a few questions. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick.
Have you seen his hair? He's like Princess Leia, reminds me of.
Yeah, kinda.
What is with the hairstyle?
I don't know, but it's like cinnamon buns.
Like, seriously, how do you get your hair like that? Like, that would take like hours to do. I swear.
Yeah, that takes literal hours.
Yeah, but you have to admit, he's got a bit of a temper to him. Does he? It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!" Ugh.
He would never say that. Anyway, Mr. Light, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief.
But he's not. Legally speaking, he is not the thief.
Yep.
We have actually already done that case.
I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him.
What if we told you he actually was the thief?
That would be kind of funny.
Ooh, actually, thinking about it, does Anime Courtland actually have that? I think in America, if you are tried for a crime and you're found not guilty, they cannot try you again for that same exact crime.
Huh.
So if that's the same in this game, the fact he was legally declared not guilty of being masked on a mask means he could literally throw all the evidence out there that he is masked on mask, but he can't be arrested.
That would be funny,
because that would be bringing the case against him again.
But I have no idea. Probably not.
I don't know if Anime Courtland has that.
Probably not.
Miss Delight, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world.
What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. You don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief? The very idea.
I guess I just don't get it.
Huh? Get what?
I just can't understand how they could be so different and yet be such a happy couple.
That's entirely normal. Yeah, they sure are different. Now, that's entirely normal. People can have very different interests and still be in love.
Well, yeah.
That's entirely normal.
But what started it?
Yeah.
I'm curious on the backstory of what started it.
Yeah. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you?
Now I'm curious.
That I have a hard time understanding. I hate these kind of people more than anything. You mean ace detectives? No, I'm fine with ace detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves? No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives.
Wait, thieves alright, but I thought you hated anything to do with crime.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. Whatever.
There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to Detective Atmey's office anyway?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Maya.
Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try and find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously, the real Daddy Mask is not my Ronnie, right?
Well, it's clearly not Ace Detective Luke Atmey. Have you seen his face?
Yeah, the nose, unless it's a fake. Yeah, and Detective Atmey knew more about Daddy Mask than anyone else. He mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV.
So then, you went there to ask him some questions.
That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said, the ace detective isn't in right now. Yeah, he has a secretary. But I forced my way past her and into his hideout.
I wouldn't exactly call it that office of his a hideout.
My bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that back there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else.
Welcome to Anime Court.
Yep. Mr. Light, do you know about KB security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's why my Ronnie works.
So she thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today...
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron DeLite was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Suave.
Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. No, he doesn't necessarily quit. He just doesn't work there anymore. He could have been fired.
No, looks like Mr. DeLite doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away, by motorcycle, that is.
Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car.
It's because she's a fast driver. You know, she flies, yeah. Well, I have to admit, I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike.
She's probably swerving between cars, too.
Oh, yeah, very much. She seems the type.
To make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you want literally flying?
Flying is literally a term you do when you're on a motorcycle, okay? Phoenix, learn some stuff. Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, about now.
No. I'll pass. Thanks. Why don't you just tell me where it is and we'll go ourselves?
What a scaredy cat you are, Nick.
Shut up. Mr. Light told us the location of KB Security.
Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick.
No, I want to ask about this.
So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. DeLite? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Oh.
Well, now.
Saved your life? I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in the corner, so I fought back.
Robbers?
Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying those huge knives, and I broke down into tears.
Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation.
Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. DeLite come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in the guard uniform of his. What?
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 What is that?
What the hell's going on here? Anyway, he went right up to those knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces.
What is with the mask?
That is so weird.
Oh my god! And what is she, like a waitress?
Oh, she might have worked at some fancy place, you know?
What is that mask on the right?
Yeah, that is not a good mask because it's see-through.
I mean, I think he'd be suffocating.
Yeah. Like the one on the left, I can understand. That's a balaclava, you know, for winter. That's pretty clear.
Yeah, the dude on the right, though, is an idiot.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Please stop it! He screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale.
That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Well, at least I was on the right angle. The right angle for the pitch of his voice.
Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers.
Why is he a security guard?
Wow. All by himself, he came to save me. A total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, that's a great story. Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did.
That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess.
Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage.
You have been taken hostage.
Yeah, she has.
With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. But Maya, you literally were taken hostage. I was literally blackmailed. So, detention center or CEO's office?
Well, let's just go through the detention center first. Let's speak with Ronnie first about any of this. October 13, detention center. Visit this room.
I already told you. It's not me.
Sad, pitiful whine that tapers into silence.
Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. DeLite right now.
Man, we don't have enough time as it is.
Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was just a thief, but now they got a murder case on their hand.
I guess you're right. That guard over there looks a bit on edge, too.
You mean the guy that's been standing there for like 2 years?
Yeah, my legs are kind of tired.
Come on, we'll just have to come back later.
Okay, let's go check out some other place, Nick. Okay?
I agree. Let's go check out some other place. How about... Adrian, are you here?
October 13th, Lovely Taylor. Main exhibition hall. Traces of Korean exhibit is all ruined now. Really?
Maya. Yeah, apparently.
I'm sorry, it's just so sad. There's our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling.
Maybe we can cheer up somehow. Well, now that we've got the sacred urn back, maybe they can reopen it.
Really?
Sure. Maybe we can label it the Urn of Masks Star to Masks Desires. I love that. That would probably attract a lot of attention.
Whoa. Whoa! Whoa! That's brilliant, Nick! You could clean up and be filthy rich! Woohoo!
Wow, that was surprisingly easy.
Man, that's actually genius. Not gonna lie.
Alright, what's down here?
Lovely Taylor basement warehouse.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright! Miss Andrews. What's she still hanging around down here for? How's it going? What about the sacred urn? The urn? Oh, that. It's been taken care of already. We gave it to a 9-year-old girl to get on a train, I hope? If not, she's running like a day's worth on with it in her hand.
And somehow still making it.
Huh.
What do you mean, oh, Dad?
Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found?
Yes. It was brought in during the trial today.
Honestly, I hate that I have Ron and Adrian having super similar voices.
Well, yeah, but that's just
But my voice can only go so high-pitched before it starts, like, cracking.
Yeah, I get it.
Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright.
Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it.
Oh, shut up, Maya. Let me take this. Phoenix needs a girlfriend. And the last one he had, tried murdering him.
Yeah, that was.
So we'll try again with this one.
Yeah, that was not a good one. It was Master Mask's wife that found it.
Well, anyway, I'm so relieved.
Okay, Adrian is happy.
Yay. Hold on. Present. Do you know this guy? Okay. No, she doesn't. I was kind of worried.
Yeah, I was actually worried a little bit too about that.
I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along. It looks that way right now. I'm not sure how you fit that nose in the mask, but whatever. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring Damask to guard the treasures. Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job.
Hey, Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her.
Oh, shut up, Maya.
So, when was it you hired Detective Adney again?
About 20 days ago. Actually, it'd probably be about 21 days ago by now, but whatever. And when was it that Master Damask's calling card arrived? That was about 10 days ago. So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard.
I guess that's it then. Detective Adney must have really wanted the Sacred Urn after all. I doubt it.
I guess so, but why?
I personally doubt it.
What? So Master Damask murdered someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Technically speaking, legally speaking, Master Damask robbed this place at night, which was Luke Atme. Ron Delight, who is not, legally speaking, Master Damask, apparently murdered a guy.
Yeah, it's getting very complex.
Get it correct. Get the legality correct.
It's getting very confusing.
Yes, but I thought that he was here stealing the urn at the time. Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible.
Nick, let's get down to business already.
Oh, I just thought of that Mulan song now.
Yeah, let's get down to business to defeat the Hun. Now we're copyrighted.
Yeah, your voice is just too magnificent.
On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Adney?
No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even got a glimpse of him.
That nose doesn't seem very hidden.
He claims that's the way he always operates, without his nose hidden. Look, you have played enough stealth games to know that you can hide in plain sight very, very easily.
Oh yeah, obviously. That's just what he says so he can have an alibi while he commits the thefts himself.
Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo dressed up as a masked Star Damask pretty well. I'm so glad you got your sacred urn back. Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it. What is it? I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different. Really?
Oh, I'm already guessing something. Do you think Adrian might have accidentally destroyed the broken one already? Or shattered it when she was trying to fix it up? And then
if she did, you have to kill her.
And then she has to fully repair it afterwards? I have a sneaking suspicion.
I still don't understand the pinkness, but whatever.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews?
No, I don't know anything. Why would I?
Oh, she totally did. Yeah, I knew it.
Ooh, 2 locks. Cyclops.
Oh.
Let's break her mentally.
What do you think this means, Nick?
It means the person that holds the secrets to the mystery of the sacred urn is our very own Miss Andrews.
Oh, what did you do, Andrews? Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion we need to return to Adrian when we get some more clues somewhere. And somehow that's apparently going to be in the CEO's office.
Dude, I had that same suspicion. It couldn't possibly be because of a game mechanic telling us to.
Yeah, that's true. Trying to take a hint. Nudge, nudge. Oh, is this a CEO's office?
This is a weird looking office.
Well, certainly security, I can tell that.
I mean, I've been in a CEO's office and it did not look anything like this.
Well, this is a security CEO's office. It's obviously a bunker of some sort.
But why?
I don't know, it's security.
Weird. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh?
The walls in here look thick. It's like you'd inspected a CEO's office. Really?
What has that got to do with anything?
Yeah. Hey, it's you guys.
Yeah, we came to do your job, Gumshoe. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe.
Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh?
No, I solved everything just fine, Gumshoe. It was a perfect day up until we were told he murdered somebody.
Yep.
And that's a new case opened up.
Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us.
Again, no he didn't. We just didn't know there was a murder case.
Yeah, I feel for you.
Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Ho, 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 ho. Or something to that effect.
Do I really sound like that to you, pal?
If the gumshoe fits.
Oh, well, anyway. The point is I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way.
Again, things went our way nearly perfectly. We won the case.
Yeah, we did.
He was just arrested again right after we won.
Yeah.
So it's on to a new case.
Yeah, technically.
I don't know why they're counting this as a loss so far. We got a not guilty verdict. Just not for the current case.
Yeah, that's when it gets complex.
Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives.
Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy.
We knew he was nice guys. We've talked with him a lot before.
He's just an idiot. Like, he wants to give a 9-year-old a gun.
Yeah.
Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. Let's talk to the Gumshoes.
Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder.
Okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to.
Why? I'm defending the guy. I need to have the information.
Yeah. Hey, come on. What about that we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help.
Okay, I'll tell you. Just stop crying on me. Okay, pal?
Like, seriously, why are defense lawyers? Like, okay, I understand this is based originally from Japan, where they have like a conviction rate of like 99% or some crap.
Yeah.
But come on, in game, we're in America now.
Yeah.
And surely the American system hasn't fallen so far behind where the prosecution can have all the information the defense can't have.
Well, as far as I know, I think the American justice system is surprisingly decent sometimes, as far as I understand.
Well, you're not going into the American justice system and just pulling something out. Aha! I have this that proves he's guilty.
Yeah, no, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's because all of it has to be submitted like days or weeks or whatever ahead of time, so both sides can go over it.
Yep. And also,
that's how this works.
And also thoroughly investigate. I think there's a lot of investigation in the American justice system.
There is. The biggest ones right now are relating to, well, everyone knows. I don't know actually by the time this video out what's going to have been happening.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see. Okay, I won't cry at you, pal.
Oh, that's quite a look. Holy shit, okay.
Yeah.
The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Probably an object in this room.
It happened at exactly the same time that Mask Star to Mask was stealing the urn, huh? Cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt force trauma to the head.
Oh god, that must have been, oh my god, that must have been a very heavy object to cause cerebral hemorrhaging. Whoa.
So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body?
That's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe.
Oh, that's actually genius when you think about it.
Yeah, it is. Safe. Huh, well, it is pretty big.
Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came.
Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out.
I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billiard.
Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right.
Yeah. So, what happened to Mask Starty Mask?
He's at a detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again! He keeps yelling.
Ah, no, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right?
Oh, you mean that detective at me? Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved.
Now that's the detective I know and love.
Think about it. Atme was always around when a calling card showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just know he was the thief.
I mean, I can prove he's not the thief now. Have you seen the nose?
Yep, they make it a little bit obvious, isn't it? Aren't they?
That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen items he kept bragging about. Like, seriously, I would love to be the defense attorney in there. Okay, so, hear me out, prosecutor, whoever you are. The nose. How is his nose fitting behind this mask? And can you show me using this mask? If it doesn't fit, it proves, without a shadow of doubt, my client is not Mask Star to Mask.
And then we find out that this nose is fake.
That would be amazing. That would explain how I was able to retrieve the stolen items he kept bragging about.
Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist.
His first heist?
Yeah, the Tear of Emanon case. There was a witness in that one.
A witness?
Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it.
Sweet.
Oh, thank you, Gumshoe. Hey, this guard here. Have I seen him somewhere before?
Pretty small, so it's hard to see, but now that she mentions it.
Oh, is that Ronnie?
Hold on. If that is actually Ron, that would be hilarious.
It might be Ronnie.
That would be amazing.
Very fascinating.
And of course, the detective was posing. Like, of course it
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Oh, that prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to lead up to Mr. Delight.
Yeah, I think he did it. That was just cause he knew it'd hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway.
So who is that Java-addicted masked maniac anyway?
Prosecutor Godot, he's quite the enigma, huh?
I mean, he's at a 100% lose rate right now.
The thing is, pal, I'd never ever heard the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere.
That's
What?
right. He said this was his first case as a prosecutor. No, technically he's now on his second case as the prosecutor.
And it's true, according to the records anyway, but no, he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in the court, a maverick that gives me the goosebumps.
Goosebumps? You?
Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just turned the other way.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe, I had no idea you were so unpopular.
No, that's not what I meant.
That got it guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret.
Is he an old childhood friend, perhaps?
Not another one.
Ew, think about it. That dead guy was laying in here all night.
Yeah, oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none.
Well, somebody opened this safe on the night of the crime, right?
Yeah, and so?
Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in here, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready?
Okay, shoot.
Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open this safe, pal.
Yeah, and?
Everyone that knows how to open this safe had airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is.
I'm almost afraid to ask.
Former security chief, Ron Delight. He was the security chief?
Okay, that would explain the money. He was in charge.
Yeah, that is an insane amount of money, because if you're just an old security guards, I don't think your salary would be that
No.
high if your wife shops constantly.
But now I have a problem.
Or security.
Even if he knows how to open the safe, surely they've changed the code and everything on it once the security chief left.
Yeah, that would be the smart thing to do.
That's like protocol, especially at a security company. To be honest, protocols probably change it once every X amount of months, guaranteed, no matter what.
Oh, probably. But that Ronnie was security chief. That's actually quite impressive.
It does explain the money, for sure.
Yeah.
What? Ron Delight? He was a security chief?
Ron, so he knew how to open the safe, huh?
Yeah, sorry for raining on your parade there, pal.
I mean, also the victim knew how to open it. So in your face,
Obviously.
Gumshoe.
This rope, you think it fell out of the safe when it was opened?
I don't think so.
So you mean...
Yeah, I think this string shows where and how the corpse was lying.
You mean the victim? He was killed by being crushed by the safe door?
Oh my god, Maya.
She can't be serious. Can she?
That's...
No?
This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought. The desk is made of
Yeah,
mahogany.
it does actually look like mahogany when I look at it. And it looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out. Just for a second.
Gumshoe, stop her.
Ooh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you. Whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it.
That doesn't seem like enough food for Maya.
Ah, this is the life.
The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know?
I like that. Ooh, there's a button here. Let's see. Maya, did you really touch the big red button, which clearly is labeled as a warning system?
Hey, cut it out! Don't press that!
Gumshoe, control Maya.
That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that.
What is that button anyway? It's so loud.
It's an emergency buzzer! It says right there on the panel!
Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first?
I'm gonna slap you.
This alarm's going into the basement guard room. It's just to summon security up here.
Really? Then it's possible on the night of the crime.
Oh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer?
Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know.
I think we better go and talk to that god about this emergency buzzer.
Very fascinating. What else is in this room?
This? These look like some kind of bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrid. That's computer-y.
I can't get between these two shelves.
Don't strain yourself trying. Looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel.
I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with bunches of files.
Technically, it would be 2 shelves at a time, Maya. Assuming they're double-sided.
Very fascinating system.
Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle. These are actually pretty old. These versions are pretty new, like modern. But these type of things have existed for many decades. Just manual.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It'd be a good night's reading if you got insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something.
Honestly, it's probably like business records and stuff.
Well, obviously, and areas they have to protect and stuff like that.
Check out this big, thick binder here.
Thick.
Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick.
You cannot even lift this thing, Maya.
Reading a file isn't exactly backbreaking work, just a little hard on the eyes.
What did you find out, Nick?
This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Mask Star Damask. It's filled with info on him.
What? What kind of info?
It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods in the crime scenes.
Hey, Nick, look at the last page.
It's a list. Let's see. Tier of Emanon, 100,000. It's like a list of all the treasures that Damask stole. Or Mask Star Damask.
So then $100,000 is the value of the stolen item?
I don't know. That number sounds kind of low to me. It really does.
Yeah.
I think it'd be better to secretly make a copy of this list. Hey, Gumshoe, what's over there?
What?
Now stay like that for like 10 minutes while I write down this whole thing.
Okay, whatever you say, pal.
Let's have a look at that list. I'm a little bit curious.
All right, so
Look,
that's
there's something else in here.
this.
Oh, a painting. Wow, look at that huge frame photo.
Tall mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky.
There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise?
Either this guy didn't get out enough or he had a really rotten luck with the weather.
If he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days.
Rude?
Now, let's look at this list. So 100,000 for the jewel, the artifact is 150, the sculpture is 240, and the portrait is 500.
A painting me for $500, that I can see. That I can see. But also some paintings also sell for little millions.
I am actually very curious about this portrait of Medina, to be honest.
One potential thing that's happening is how much the CEO is buying them for.
Oh, you think he's bidding?
Not necessarily, but as somebody in security, he probably has contacts, in a lot of places.
Yeah.
So if he pays 100,000 for the tier and sells it for 10 times that, it's worth it. And Mask has to get rid of the stuff somehow.
Wow. That is a very dirty way to get a lot of money then. Holy shit.
Crime, dude.
Yeah.
And we can discuss more crime next episode. See ya.
Yay!